Okay, so I need to change the primary and the secondary fuel filters here. Bought some new ones from yesterday's tractors. There's this one here, and the cartridge filter for this one here. Never done this before, but I'm gonna figure it out. I have the fuel tank shut off in the petcock. I'm gonna go after this one first. It looks like you just pull the bolt on the bottom, drain it out. Looks like there's a little bit of water in there. Fuel looks pretty ugly. Okay, I'm gonna let that drain. I'm gonna go grab a rubber mallet, give it a little tap. As you can see, it is pretty ugly. Looks like there's a retainer in there. You're holding it on, holding the bolt in. It looks like I'll have to pull that off with a pair of needle nose pliers. Got the retainer clip. Let's put that over here so we don't lose it. Let's slide this thing out. Ooh, it is ugly. Made in Canada. No numbers on it. There's a lot of sediment in the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to degrease this and wipe this all out, clean this housing up, and then get ready to swap out to the new filter. There's also a spring in there. I got to make sure don't lose that. Okay, I got the housing all cleaned out. The new thing came with 2 different seals, so it looks like you only use one of these, which is the smaller one. So I'm going to try to remove the old seal that's tucked up under in here. Okay, this is the old seal. Let's see if it's which one it is. Well, looks like the smaller one will fit even. I don't see any twist. Okay, so I had to remove this off of the old filter. New filter didn't have this piece, so I think we're going to leave this old seal on here just in case it looks like it needs to be there. And we got our housing. We had a rubber washer and then a regular washer. We'll wipe these off. So they go in first. Because that should make our seal. Then our bolt We'll have to come up through the center. Next was our spring. Then we'll call this the spring cup. And then that spring, I guess, pushed pressure to keep this sealed, this felt seal up against the top. I think you're supposed to fill these, but I can't foresee a way to fill it without all the fuel coming out. So what I'll do is I'm just going to let it sit for a while, and I'll bleed some fuel off so I know that it's full before I try to fire it. Okay, a little bit snug. I don't like making these things too tight. What I'll do is after it's fired up, if it's leaking, I'll tighten it a little bit more. Rather do it that way than try, you know, stripping it out or something. So then this water drain plug piece, this has a little copper washer for the seal there. Oh, it looks like it's a through bolt too. So if I clean it out, you'd only have to take the bolt out a little bit in order for it to, for the fuel to bleed off through that hole. Okay. So this, I guess this is the first filter. That one's done. Next, we're going to move on to this guy here. There's no bolt on the bottom, just one on the top here. So I think this bolt probably pull that out. Fuel should drain out of there. Okay, fuel's draining out the bottom. I'm gonna let that go for a minute, so it'll make a colossal mess. Fuel's pretty much drained out. A little bit leaking down still. I'm just gonna try to remove this without spilling it all over myself. Let's see. There we go. And most of it got in the bucket. This filter's a lot cleaner inside. This one doesn't look so bad. Looks like we got to seal the bottom. We'll wipe that out. Let's see, how's this come off? Okay, this filter's off. See what it looks like compared to the new one. A little bit different design, but I'm sure it does the same thing. So we got a couple different seals with this one. Looks like we have a couple big O-rings, a little O-ring, and a tiny O-ring. We're going to see if we can locate everything. I see the smaller O-ring on the shaft here, normal seal around the top. Oh, and then we got the bottom seal down here. And the baby O-ring goes on the top. That makes sense. Okay, I'm going to get everything cleaned up. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, looks like we got 2 with green lines and 1 with an orange line. The orange line one appears to be a little bit bigger. That's not the right one, so maybe that's not the one we use. Yep, that fits much better in there. And we're gonna go after this housing one. Okay. Roll it around. And we have a regular O-ring here, which should be that guy. Yep. And the little itty bitty guys goes on top. There's the old one. Okay, so it appears the writing's going to be upside down. Fits this way, doesn't fit this way. Looking at the old one, how it came out this way with the rim up top. The rim does fit there, so the words will be upside down. That's okay. Same thing, I'm just going to snug it up loosely, and I'll bleed the air out. I don't think it's going to be an issue. Okay. Just realized I forgot the little clip from the last one, so I'll spare you that, but I'm going to pull this back down and put that clip in. I don't think it really does anything. It just keeps the bolt from dropping out the bottom, so I'll throw it back on.